Hello everyone, welcome to Entrepreneurship class. Today we are going to start a new chapter which is Unit 4 Enterprise Growth Strategy. Growth is very important for every business enterprise. See, once a business enterprise has survived in the market and it has started generating adequate profits, the next important thing is growth. As we all know what survival is, I said three things. First is survival, then is profit, and then next one is growth. So initially the business enterprise has to survive in the market. Survival means to cover all the cost. And then next is profit. So when a business enterprise starts generating adequate profit, the next important thing is growth. Now, a business enterprise should always ensure that there is a constant flow of new ideas and they have to be committed to try out these ideas. So growth is just expansion of the activities of business. So expansion can be internal and external. And external expansion, in external expansion, we have two types, franchising and merger. So today we'll discuss what is expansion, what are the different types of expansion, and franchising.
Enterprise growth strategy. In this, we'll see what actually growth means for an enterprise and what are the methods of expansion. Now, growth is always essential for every business enterprise because if a new business enterprise is earning profits and it is surviving in the market, the next step is growth. And if the firm is not growing, that means it is going back. So it is important for every business enterprise to grow. Now, what is the meaning of growth? Growth is expansion. Expansion means there are two methods of expansion, or there are how we will come to know that a business is growing. There are two things. First is diversification of activities and second one is acquisition of control of other concern. Means if the business is expanding its line of production, or it is suppose a business is manufacturing mobile phones and now it has started manufacturing LED televisions also, or refrigerators also, or if a business is in electronic products, business is manufacturing electronic products and now they are going to enter into suppose after electronics telecommunication. So that is diversification of activities. And then next one is acquisition of ownership and control of other concern. So this is what is the meaning of growth. Now expansion, we said growth is expansion. Now there are two ways in which a business can expand. First one is internal and the next one is external. We'll discuss both separately. So internal expansion. What is the meaning of internal expansion? Internal means it is expansion of the present production capacity. Means what? If when the business is adding more and more machines, it is expansion, internal expansion. It is increasing the production capacity of the business, it is internal expansion. Or if the old machinery is replaced with a new machinery which is having higher productive capacity, then it is also internal expansion. Or if the business is entering into new fields on the production and marketing sides, means if the business is producing new product, entering into a new field of the production of producing a new product, or on marketing sides also, means if it is entering into a new market. So this is also known as internal expansion. Okay, I'll repeat three things I have said. First is increasing the production capacity by adding more machines. Secondly, by replacing the old machine with the new one which is having higher productive capacity. And third one is entering new field of production or new areas of marketing. So these three is these three are the ways in which a firm expands internally. But this is a slow and time consuming process. It takes time. Okay, and there is gradual increase in the activities. What happens? There is a gradual increase in the activity of the concern. So this is what internal expansion is. Next is financing of internal expansion. Now, for increasing the productive capacity, purchase of new machinery, a business organization will need money. So from where this internal expansion is financed? It is generally by issuing of more shares, means more of shares will be issued in the market, or the business can generate fund from old profits. Okay, and then we have issuing long-term security, means the business can take long-term loans, they can issue the shares, or they can utilize profits, previous profits. So these are the ways of financing internal expansion. And what is the result? The result is increase in business activities and broadening the present capital structure. See, obviously, if the business is changing the old machinery with the new one, or it is entering into new field of production, what will happen? The business is increasing its activities. The result is increase in the activities of the business. And if the business is for funding this internal expansion, if more capital is issued in the market, more loans are taken from the market, its present capital structure is broadened. Okay, so this is what is the result of internal expansion. Next comes external expansion. Now, external expansion refers to combination of two or more concern, means when two business enterprise, they come together, they combine together for doing the business so that their business activity expands. To increase their business activity, that is called external expansion. And here the two units, maybe that the two business units are engaged in similar business, or there may be cases when they are in related process or stages. Okay, so they can also combine. For example, see, two companies manufacturing cars. Okay, there are two companies, both are manufacturing cars, but they have combined together so that they can utilize their technical know-how, or they can utilize the market share, or they can utilize the finance, or whatever is the reason. Maybe these two concerns, they combine together, so that is external expansion. These two companies are engaged in the same business, but as I said, external expansion means there can be a combination of business having a business related in process or stages. Now there are different stages in, suppose, steel manufacturing or manufacturing of car also. Now the tires, tubes are manufactured by different business concern. Now the car manufacturing company, they purchase tires from other company. So if the tire manufacturing company and the car manufacturing company, they combine together to increase their business, that is also known as external expansion. So it is a process of combination where two or more units engage in similar business or related process or stages can combine together. They combine together. And this is financed through long-term sources of finance. External expansion is financed through long-term sources of finance. Then we have types of external expansion. So what are the types of external expansion? There are two types: franchising and merger and acquisition. So today we'll discuss what franchising is. Okay. Franchising is what? It is an arrangement. It is an arrangement between two business enterprise. Now, the manufacturer who wants to expand the business, they give their exclusive right to local distributors to distribute the goods, and in return they take some royalty, some payments are made to the distributor. So it is an arrangement where the manufacturer or sole distributor, what they do, they give rights to this rights of local distribution to independent retailers in a particular area for expansion purpose, so that they can increase their business activity, and in return they ask for some payment or and confirmation of standardized operating procedures. So we have to, before understanding what franchising is, we have to understand some terms in franchising. So first is franchisor. This is the person who offer the franchisee. Okay. Now next is franchisee. Franchisee is that person who purchases the franchisee and is given the opportunity to enter into a new business with a better chance to success. So a franchisee is a person, is a retailer who has been given the opportunity to distribute the goods in that particular locality. So he is franchisee, and there is an agreement between these two people, that is franchisor and the franchisee. That document is a written agreement in which all the details of the franchisee agreement will be given. It explains what the franchisor expects from the franchisee in running the business. So there is a franchisee agreement also. Then we have, after the terms, we have the main ingredients of a franchisee agreement. So what are, as we have seen, there are three terms we have seen: franchisor, the person who gives the franchisee; then franchisee, a person who purchases that franchisee, who is paying something to get that exclusive right; and the last one is franchisee agreement, which is very important. It is the document which contains all the important terms and conditions regarding that franchisee. So there are few things, few ingredients in the franchisee agreement which we have to see. So first one is contract explanation. This contract explanation contains the type of relationship the franchisee and the franchisor will have. Second is operation manuals. It gives the guidelines that the franchisee must legally follow in operating the business. Okay, then we have proprietary statement. It tells you, it shows, it outlines how the franchisee name is to be used, because the person is giving the right to the franchisee. The franchisor is giving the right to the franchisee to use his name. So this one is how he will use the name. Then the marketing, advertising procedures and all this will be written in proprietary statement. Then last one is ongoing site maintenance. It is that part in the franchisee agreement which outlines that, which includes the type and time frame regarding various maintenance items and upgrades. Okay, so this is what is the main ingredient. Then there are four important types of franchising. See, this is very important in our syllabus, because you will get case studies also from this part. So there are four types of franchising: product franchisee business opportunity, manufacturing franchisee, then business franchisee opportunity ventures, and last one is business format franchisee opportunity. So individually we'll see all four of them. So first one is product franchisee business opportunity. See, very simple. In this, the manufacturer, he allows the retailer to distribute the goods and use his name and trademark. Okay, only these two things. The retailer is using the name and trademark of the manufacturer and he is distributing the goods, and he has to pay some fees and some minimum inventory he has to purchase. Okay, next one is manufacturing franchisee opportunity. In this, the manufacturer, he gives the right to manufacture a product and sell. Okay, now in product they are only giving the right to sell the product. Here the manufacturer or the franchisor, he is giving the right to manufacture the product and then sell it to the public, and again here also the franchisor name and trademark is used, and this is generally found in food and beverage industry. The third one is business franchisee opportunity venture. In this, a business owner purchases and distributes product for only one specific company. Okay, and what they have to pay? They have to pay fees or other consideration as compensation. So the company provides customer and accounts to the business owner. And then fourth one is business format franchisee. In this business format franchisee opportunity, a company, they provide the business owner a proven method of operating a business. That means how to start, how to operate a business. This method is given by the company, by the franchisor, and the franchisee, they use the name and trademark of the company also. And the franchisor, they assist the business owner in starting and managing the company, and the franchisee, they have to pay a fees or royalty in return. Now we have seen there are four types of franchisees. Okay, now how the franchising helps the startup, how they help the business, new startups. Now first is they provide the ready market, because you are using the name and brand or the trademark of the franchisor, so you get a ready market for your product. Secondly, they provide training also, how to, as we have seen earlier, that business format, that they provide assistance in managing the business also, so they provide training. Then a startup can grow at a faster rate. Why? Because there is no need to incur labor and operating cost. And last one is there is a spirit of mutual cooperation, as they are sharing the gains, they are sharing the profits of the business. So these are actually the benefits to a startup. Now there are advantages and disadvantages also of franchising business. So advantages, we have to see to the franchisee and to the franchisor. So you can easily understand and write this. What are the benefits of franchisee gets? See, the product which he is selling in the market is accepted because of the brand name of the franchisor. He get management expertise because they are helping in managing the business. The capital requirement also is reduced. Now they get benefit in capital requirement also, and they benefit the knowledge of the market. See, the franchisor are aware of the existing market condition, and they provide the advice and assistance to franchisee. And the operating and structural control, these are the problems generally faced by the franchisor, and the franchisee, they help the franchisor, the franchisor, they help the franchisee to combat both these problems. Now there are some advantages to the franchisor also, like quick expansion. Okay, this is the first and the most important benefit, because using a very little amount of capital, they can expand their business. And the second one is huge size of the franchise company offer many advantages to the franchisor. The franchisor can purchase the raw materials in large quantities, and he will get economies of scale while purchasing in large quantity. So these are the benefits to the franchisor. Then we have the disadvantages of franchising business. So the first disadvantage to the franchisee is the right and the only way of doing things. That means when you enter into a franchisee agreement, there is a limit in the freedom. That means the franchisee agreement limits the degree of freedom for the franchisee. Second is continuing cost implications. How there is cost implications? Because in addition to the franchisee fees or royalties they have to pay, they have the franchisor, they demand for their percentage in the revenues also. So there is always increase in the cost. Then next is franchisor getting bought. That means this is a very serious problem, and very difficulties are faced when the franchisor either falls or get bought by another company. Okay, that means the franchisor changes. The company is owned by someone, and then it is owned by some other person. When some other company, they purchase the franchisor business. So then there is a difficulty. Then inability to provide services. Sometimes the franchisee, they are left out with the support, without any support in the important areas like advertising, training, etc. And we have there are some one disadvantage also to the franchisor, that is difficulty in identifying quality franchisee. That means franchisor, they provide training, development, they even provide capital to the franchisee for starting and managing the business, running the business. But then also, because of the poor management skill of the franchisee, many times it happens that there is a failure in the franchisee business. So these are the advantages and disadvantages which I have discussed. Then the last one is the examples of franchising in India. So you can get a lot of examples of this, like some I have written, that is Raymond, NIIT, JSW Steel, Mahindra and Mahindra. They all are running franchisee business. You'll get a lot of you will get a list of lot of companies having franchisee business in India. So with this, I've completed one part, that is franchising. In my next video, we'll do the mergers and acquisition. Hope you all have understood. Okay, thank you.